So welcome back to another video. I have my notebook. I've written down 3 important quotes that I think will change your life. So quote number 1, if you wanted it bad enough, you'd be on the way there or already there. You see, there simply is no in between. Personally, I am obsessed. I wake up, I sleep, I do one thing. I spend all my time thinking about my goals, thinking about the things I'm doing, about making videos, about focusing on my craft and improving and studying and learning and becoming the best version of myself. And because I am obsessed, my self-image is automatically aligned with the action I need to take. And that is the number 1 lesson that you can take away. If the self-image is aligned with the action, then you get a matchup. And when the 2 things match and meet, then you have success and harmony. Because if your self-image is here and the actions you want to take are here, it's going to be so hard to take the right actions and remain consistent. If you wanted it bad enough, you'd be on the way there or already there. There's no other option. You're either on the way there, you're trying whatever it takes, you're just showing up. You want it so bad. You want to succeed. You want to achieve things. You are obsessed with the idea of success. And hence, you're going to find a way. Eventually comes a time when you're going to achieve the results that you want. And on the other hand, you're either already there because you already worked towards, you were already obsessed in the past. So now you have the results you're working for. So it's not a question of needing to stay consistent. It's not a question of, am I lucky? Am I unlucky? It is a question of, do you want it bad enough? Because if you do, you'd be on the way there or already there. So quote number 2, if it was easy, everybody would do it. I know you've heard this quote 1,000 times, but just listen up. Success is tough. It's difficult. Staying consistent, being disciplined, remaining loyal to yourself, keeping the promises you make to yourself, staying away from temptation, lust, and desire. These are very, very difficult things. You need to understand. These are near impossible in today's day and age, the digital age, where digital discipline is more important than ever, which is exactly why I've created the Digital Discipline Toolkit, which is a step-by-step system of structural changes that is going to take you from undisciplined, unfocused, and unintentional to disciplined, focused, and intentional in everything that you do. And this has everything to do with setting boundaries with your digital use and the things that you do and the way that you spend your time. And all these things combine to create the Digital Discipline Toolkit, which I've linked in the description below. And even if you are making good progress, this is just going to help you even more. So back to the quote. If it was easy, everybody would do it. You see, making money is hard. There's nothing that is easy. No way of making money online is easy. People say, oh, just try this easy side hustle, try this easy income hack. That is false. That is just false. That is just clickbait. And that is just misleading people to think that something is easy. There is no easy way to make money that is legal. There is no easy way to get into the good shape, the best physique that you want to get in, that isn't hard, that isn't going to take a lot of time, more time than most people are comfortable spending and waiting, because we're impatient. I'm impatient. I'm the most impatient person I know. So for me to just be consistent every day and not see results for such a long time was one of the toughest things to go through. But eventually, you do see results. Eventually, you got to realize and keep having faith and keep being delusional in the things you can achieve and where you want to go in your life. Because with this one thing, you can achieve everything. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Nothing in this world is easy. Everything is hard. Life is hard. Success is hard. Achievements, being consistent, it's all hard. No matter what anybody tells you, do not fall into the belief that something can be easy. Because you are going to need to love something. The only reason I'm going to be successful at YouTube is because I've been working on this every single day for my whole life. Not my whole life, but the past 2 years. And I'm going to continue. And my time frame is 30 years. I am literally in this game for 30 years. I'm going to be like a 60-year-old, 50-year-old uploading videos on YouTube. And that is my mindset and my mentality. And the reason I'm able to stay consistent and I have this dedication and commitment is because I love it. And that is exactly what is going to take me through the tough days. Because everything is hard. You just need to love either the process, either what the process is going to get you, or everything about the achievements, everything about the person you become in the process of achieving your goals. These are crucial things and steps in the self-improvement space. Some things that nobody talks about because everybody just regurgitates the same old advice of, consistency. How do you be consistent? Oh, you just need to read more. You just need to journal more. You just need to do this or do that. But all of that just addresses the symptoms and not the root. The root of the problem is just simply being in true alignment with your ideal avatar and spending time visualizing that success, that life. And when you connect the dots and you make the connection between self-image and action, you get complete harmony and unity between you, the actions you take, and the life you know you want to live. Quote number 3 that is going to change your life. This is from Marcus Aurelius Meditations, one of my favorite books, one of the books that changed my life. It changed the direction, the trajectory, changed my mindset, my soul, my character. It's just amazing. I would recommend it 100%. It goes like this: be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it. So imagine a rock. It does not move. Even if there's storms, and even if the sea is so raging and it's just crashing on it over and over again, it just stands unmoved. And then eventually the sea is the one that calms down. You gotta be like the rock. You gotta be like the center, and you gotta ground yourself in your ideas, in your beliefs, in your ways of thinking, so that nothing else around you takes you out of your element, takes you out of the person you know you are. If you can be this rock, then no matter what happens, no matter what life throws your way, you can always be peaceful. You can always be in your ideal state. And that is one thing that is going to change your life. So there's really just one thing standing between you and the life you know you want to live. And that is the right system when it comes to self-mastery. And in this age we're living in, the number one thing that is going to lead you to self-mastery is digital discipline. Setting boundaries, controlling your phone, your gadgets, your technology, controlling your relationship with the digital world and the real world, as well as traditional discipline with your mental thoughts, your mindset, and your habits. So all of that is going to be in the link in the description. Your digital discipline toolkit. It is not for free, it is for $10, but for the price of 3 coffees, you literally get a lifetime impact. You get something that if you consume this and you study it and you go step by step through this system, then you are literally going to be a better person for the rest of your life. And I'm not saying this to boost my own ego or because it's my own product. I am saying this because I've used systems exactly like this before, and they've changed my life. I've read books, certain ideas and certain mindsets have changed the trajectory of my entire life. And I believe that knowledge is power. And I don't think that all knowledge should be free. Because if it isn't free, then you feel committed towards the direction that the knowledge is going to take you in. You're going to be more dedicated and more committed. And that's just what I think. Now that you know what you have to do, it's all up to you. I'm Dan. I make videos like these every single day. If you like this video, then definitely subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. You got this, bro.